The job cuts set to continue at HSBC, Europe's biggest lender, as you well said. I mean, we expect that to start happening as soon as next week. The bank is set to report earnings as well. And I mean, their restructurings, the overhaul of HSBC has been ongoing for quite some time already. As you explained, Tom, the CEO is looking for ways to streamline and boost the efficiencies at the bank. And I mean, recently, just a few weeks ago, they announced the kind of like shutting down of some advisory and ECM related services in Europe and in the US. And obviously, people here in Asia are also worried about how that it's going to impact the bank and their business here. The job cuts are just part of the cost-cutting efforts by the CEO as he tries to revamp the whole structure of the organization. But there is more to come for sure as the bank becomes more of a so-called boutique in a way with balance sheet, and they're trying to find new ways to continue to serve clients, but in a more perhaps nimble and smaller way. So it'll be interesting to see how many people in the end get affected by this new round of cuts. Still, the details are a little bit unclear. It'll become more apparent after full year earnings are reported next week.
Manuel, the stock did not perform badly. There were some choppy moments, but didn't perform badly under former CEO Noel Quinn. So what is the rationale for these restructuring plans for the new CEO, and how effective have the changes been so far?
You're absolutely right, Tom. The stock didn't do that badly. I think it's a more long-term approach to where banking as a whole is heading, and we've seen restructurings and reorganizations across, all the major banks in Wall Street. Here in Asia, I mean, the ongoing layoffs over the last few years have been quite notorious, and that applies also to some extent in Europe and in the US. I think the new round of cuts goes beyond a specific period of time or the stock performance, which, as you said, hasn't been that bad. It's mostly about long-term what HSBC's strategy is going to be and what they want for the bank in the long term. And I believe they are adjusting to a new reality and to a new geographic footprint. Now, what's unclear yet is how that's going to pan out when it comes to business areas such as M&A and ECN, for instance, and how that's going to affect and impact the clients and their potential mandates that they have ongoing. That is a big question mark right now.